The Zurich Wilderness Park Sihlwald is situated close to Zurich. With an area of around 11 square kilometers, it is the largest continuous beech forest in the Swiss plateau. In our study, we want to analyze the relationship between forest structures with a focus on dead wood and biodiversity. For that, we choose 4 species groups: saproxylic beetles, wood-inhabiting fungi, mosses, and lichen. Further, we want to test the habitat amount hypothesis, which states that the species richness of a local patch is only affected by the amount of habitat in a local landscape and not by the connectivity. The multi-species approach allows us not only to test this hypothesis with different taxonomic groups, but also on various functional groups. In our study, dead wood is the habitat, and so we needed a map of the distribution of the dead wood in the landscape. With LiDAR data and 3D aerial pictures, I created a map of the lying dead wood. Based on this map, I choose 60 plots along 2 deadwood gradients, the deadwood amount and the connectivity. At each plot we have the information about the trees and forest structures from the cantonal forest inventory, and at all the plots from my study the 4 species groups are recorded. Here we see a flight interception traps with which the saproxylic beetles are collected. We have 2 at each plot, and they are situated close to deadwood structures. The beetles fly through the forest and then against this window, which makes them drop into the cup here down below, where they are collected. And in the end, I empty the traps every 3 weeks and collect the samples. When I empty a trap, I take the cup with the collected insect sample and pour it through a tea filter. Like this, I have the sample in this tea filter that I can take with me and put it into alcohol. After that, I clean the cup and put new fluid in it. And then I attach the cup back onto the trap. To test the habitat amount hypothesis in more detail, we used an experimental approach where we brought different sizes of beech branch bundles into the forest as a newly created habitat. On each plot we have 4 sizes of beech branch bundles. 1 branch, 3 branches, 6 branches and 12 branches. And what we see here is the biggest size, so the 12 branches of beech. They are standardized and 80 centimeters long and have a diameter between 3 and 6 centimeters. We brought them into the forest in December of 2016, and now they will stay over the summer of 17 here in the forest, and beetles, saproxylic beetles, can colonize them. And in autumn we will get them back and put them into emergence traps, and there we see which beetles colonize these bundles, and we will have a species list. And then we will connect the species that we find with the deadwood in the surrounding landscape, and there we will see if the amount and or the connectivity have an influence on the species in the bundles. Later in the lab, I sort the sample into beetles and not beetles, and the beetles are then determined by an expert.